Okay, raise your hand if you're scared. Let me talk to you guys about being scared, okay? But just remember that the only thing that is ever gonna hold you back from growing is fear. And fear will create the stories you tell yourselves and you tell others. I think I got used to being scared. I've been scared every single day of my life. I was really scared when I got divorced because I got divorced with a 1-year-old, a 2.5-year-old, no paycheck, a business to run. But then I said, you know what? Either I do it or not. I got scared when I built an English school and I didn't speak English as well. I was like B1 plus when I started this business. But I had a bigger purpose to it. That was to help the people that I was meeting, because I was here as an international student. I was here learning English and living the dream of coming here and being at the school every day, all day, not working. That wasn't my life, you know. I came here as an exchange student. But then I met the immigrants and I met people that came here through Mexico. I met people that were working as dishwashers for 90 hours per week. And as I met these people, I was like, how long have you been a dishwasher? Oh, 4 years. How many hours per week do you work? 90. How much money do you make? I think it was like $10 an hour at the time. And I was like, how much longer are you gonna work as a dishwasher if that's what you're doing here? I don't know, I can't get another job. That's why I created Approach, because I started approaching people to say, listen, learning English is your first step to get a better quality of life for yourself. And if you do that, then you can provide a better quality of life for the people you love. So I was scared, but I did it anyways. Then we had our first accreditation with Asset. It's like, I come from a business background, not an educational background. Accreditation is something very unique to the US, you know, the Department of Education, and we had a school that was fun. You know, the concept back then was, if you wanna study at an educational institution that is gonna give you a certificate or a diploma or a degree, you go learn English at a university because you want academic thing. If you want to come to the US, experience the American culture, go out, make friends and learn English, in the meantime, you come to a private English school. Suddenly, everything we did was no good. We had to operate like a university without being a university for students that didn't want to be at a university. I was scared. But we did it. It wasn't easy. Our first accreditation, I got deferred 3 times. Getting deferred is when they come, they visit, they do a report, they say, you're doing all those things wrong. And you have to fix that and show them. Then they come back and they say, you're still doing all those things wrong. And you go in, you fix it. The 3rd time, my people that were with me at the time, they were so stressed out and so scared that I told everybody, guys, this is it. I'm gonna do the talking today, and you guys are gonna stay there, and I'm not gonna let anybody go and talk to any of you. Who was here at that time? Anybody? Julia was here, right? I told them, they're not gonna talk to any of you. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna sit down with me. They're gonna talk to me today. Either they're gonna understand what we do and why we do it, or they won't. But you guys don't need to go through this anymore. And I built this wall, and pretty much I talked to them. They were supposed to spend a day and a half with us. They spent half a morning. They apologized for what they put us through. They got us accredited. We moved on. I was scared. I was talking to them alone, but I did it anyways. Then COVID came. And we were so blessed and lucky that the governor closed the city the first day of our 2 weeks of vacation week. Nobody at Approach knew what Zoom means. And all we knew is international students cannot study online. Everybody went home. We locked the school. We went home thinking like, what are we gonna do? I was scared. But at the same token, I knew how many people I had that could not be unemployed. So I looked at all the teachers and I said, we're gonna have a bubble here. everybody is gonna be employed, everybody's gonna be working. I don't know how we're gonna do it. Then these guys got together, Marcelo, Gazzo, Julia, the people that were here at the time, Gabi. They learned in one day what normally takes us like months to learn. Nobody ever heard of Zoom before. None of the teachers knew how to teach on Zoom. Most people were not technology people. And so we stayed the entire time. Other schools closed. We grew during COVID. We didn't let anybody go. We protected all of our teachers. Everybody stayed working with us. We closed our bubble, protected our students, our teachers, and we went through. I was scared, but we did it. Then, in the middle of COVID, I'm scrolling my Instagram, and I see an ad for Tony Robbins. And I'm like, Tony Robbins, I'm so bored. I read every book that I could read, and I'm bored at home, and the business is doing great, and my people are happy and healthy and at home. Business mastery, I like the speakers. I'm gonna do it. Never read a self-help book before. I'm gonna do business mastery because I like the speakers. It was like the founder of Uber, the founder of Airbnb. So little did I know that I was gonna be trained, that I wasn't going to a seminar. Never I had gone to a training before as intensive as the trainings that he did. I had participated in many seminars before, but not a training. So I went, started doing business mastery. Within 3 days that I was there, I found out that I was being trained, that I wasn't really just participating on a seminar. And the guys that came to UPW, I think you noticed that, right? We go through 14-hour days as if there's no problem at all. From there, they invited me to become a platinum, which is a group of 800 people that are the network of Tony. A year later, they invited me to become a Lion, which is a group of 35 people only that we are very close to Tony and Sage. And then they invited me to present at Business Mastery. I was scared. They called me on Monday and they said, can you present OptiMax at Business Mastery? That's an hour and a half with Tony Robbins, freaking Tony Robbins on stage, and me. And I am like, me? The Brazilian, I do make some English mistakes, you know, I don't know in and on. Sometimes, if you notice, there are some errors that I need help, hello, you know, because I always make those same mistakes and I need to work on those. And here I am, being invited to be an hour and a half with Tony Robbins on stage, the first Brazilian foreign person presenting one of his tools. I was scared, but I said to myself, if I go and he doesn't like me, he's never gonna call me again. It's not gonna change my life. So I said yes. I was scared and I went and it was a success. And after that, he called me many times, pretty much every event. I'm presenting something, either doing a testimonial or presenting a tool or presenting something different. I recorded business programs with him now. So it's all about getting out of your comfort zone without dying in the process. But just remember that the only thing that is ever gonna hold you back from growing is fear. And fear will create the stories you tell yourselves and you tell others. Most of the time, when you say, I can't do this because of blah, 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 or I can't do that because of blah, 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 or this is not gonna work because of blah, 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 just think about, is that true? Is that really true? Or I'm just scared? Because really it doesn't matter. You can try new things, and if you don't like it, you don't need to do them again. So don't be scared.